Welcome to the Daily Athenaeum Studios. I'm John Terry, joined by Michael Carvelli, and today we're here to preview tonight's West Virginia women's basketball game. The Mountaineers will take on Providence at the WVU Coliseum at 7 p.m. The Mountaineers, of course, coming off two losses to ranked teams. They lost to Georgetown early last week and in a close game, and then they got drilled against DePaul on Sunday on national TV. Not really the outcomes West Virginia was looking for. Mike Carey was very displeased Monday when the media members got to talk to him about his team and had some harsh words for his seniors.
You know, and I think a lot of it's heart. I think a lot of it's we're not hungry, and that's my job to make sure that we get hungry again. You know, I told the seniors yesterday, I mean, if we're going to lose, we're going to lose with freshmen. We sure in the heck are not going to lose with them seniors. So they better make a decision what they want to do here.
Providence comes into tonight's game with a 9-10 overall record, just a 2-5 mark in the Big East. So it's been a struggle of a season for the Friars. West Virginia, of course, will come in with a 19-3 record and a 5-3 mark in the Big East. Michael, what can we expect from Providence, and what do they bring to the court?
When Providence has had success this season offensively, they do it by using their motion offense, and a lot of that comes through Simone Roberts, who's leading the team with 10.6 points a game and 3 assists per game. They have her on the outside, and then they can dump it inside to Tia Wright, who's leading the team with 8 rebounds to go with 8 points a game. So if those two can get things moving offensively, Providence could give West Virginia some trouble. And
this will also be a really big game for the Mountaineers as they look to bounce back from two devastating losses, really. Mike Carey had a little bit to say about that yesterday.
You know, we're not playing with any urgency, and we're not playing with any emotions right now. We're letting people attack us. We're letting people knock us on the floor, let people take shots at our teammates, and we're not responding. So, you know, until they get that fight back, until they get that, you know, they got to get their edge back. And right now we're taking punches and not throwing any punches. Until we start throwing punches, then we're going to struggle here a little bit.
As West Virginia enters tonight's game with Providence, Michael, what do you think is one key to the game?
I think the one thing that hurt them in the last two games that they really need to pick up this game and from the rest of the year really is the rebounding numbers. They got dominated on the boards against DePaul and Georgetown, and if they don't do that, they're not going to have a lot of success because a lot of this team's success in the early part of the year came from getting rebounds on the offensive end, a lot of second chance opportunities, and that's what they need to continue doing.
I think a key to tonight's game will be the bench play. The last two losses to Georgetown and DePaul, the bench really hasn't been seen except in mop-up minutes. Brookhampton has hardly played. I think it's time for Mike Carey maybe to trust his bench a little bit more. Early on in the season, he kept on saying how important the depth was to this team and how the depth was what was going to be able to get them over the hump. And it's sort of seen who he trusts in the last two games when he hasn't really played anyone. So I think that'll be a key, is getting some quality minutes from players like Brookhampton, Taylor Palmer, Jessica Harley off the bench. So we shall see tonight when West Virginia goes up against Providence at 7 o'clock at the WVU Coliseum. If you can't make it to the game, be sure to follow the Daily Athenaeum on Twitter, @Daily Athenaeum, for in-game updates. Thanks a lot.